Rango. To be honest, this is my most anticipated animated film of this year. When I saw the teaser trailer for it, I thought that it could be a very interesting and great looking film. But on the other hand, I heard a lot of people say that they saw the actual trailer for it, and they think that it's gonna be just your typical bad animated film. So, will this film make you feel like me with the teaser, or like the others with the actual trailer? Let's find out. The story. There's actually two different kinds of stories mixed into one in this movie. There's the one that we've heard of before, the one where this guy from out of town enters in this new place and says he's a big shot, but in reality he's not. Well, luckily, that's just a small part of the story. The other part is an action-packed and unique Western story where the townsfolk's currency is water and they're fresh out of it, so they have to go out to find more. I love that they focus more on the Western part, but unfortunately with the other part, it makes the story a little more predictable. Although the story is very interesting, it still needs a little more polish. The animation. Now here's the reason why I was excited for this film. What it gave me though, is what I was hoping for and more. Let me tell you that this is most likely the best character animation that I have seen in a long time, both in design and animation. Heck, it might even be better than Pixar! The first thing you'll notice from the animation is its character design, since it looks weird and unique. Well, for me, those are the reasons why I think the character designs of this film might be one of the best ever. I also heard that they would film the actors do the movie to give the animators a reference so they would animate their characters, a style that was even used by Disney for films like Alice in Wonderland or Peter Pan, and it seems to pay off very well. And then there are the action scenes, which there are so many of them in this, and all of them are the highlights of the movie. And let's not forget the background, like the town of dirt and the desert that helps output the mood of the movie. For an animation studio that we've never heard of, nor made anything before, we can only wonder how they can achieve making animation this amazing. The characters. The case for the characters here is actually pretty rare. Let me explain. The main characters are actually not so good. Rango is a little too over the top, like if we mix all of Johnny Depp's weird roles from before in a blender and somehow comes out as a chameleon, and he sometimes makes these weird bladder jokes. There's also Beans, who I didn't really care for because she's more of the generic love interest of the movie. But the best and the most memorable characters are the rest. The supporting characters, the villains, the extras, you name it. Why? Well, it's like in a Disney ride, like the Pirates of the Caribbean, where you meet the people for just a few seconds, but they are so over the top, weird, or funny, you'll always remember them. And the reason why you'll always remember the characters in this is because of their over-the-top, weird, or funny character design, which is a mix of a Western character and a butt-ugly animal. And plenty of them are good characters as well. So, what I mean by the characters being a rare case is that the ones that appear less on screen are more memorable and even better than the main characters of the movie. Or maybe this is a more common factor than it is rare. Ah, well, I gave out my opinion and that's what's important. I was hoping that my anticipation would be satisfied for Rango. Great thing that it did that and more. The animation is phenomenal and there are so many action scenes which all are epic. Also, it's actually pretty rare to see an animated Western. We've seen animation done with fantasy, science fiction, musicals, but almost never Westerns. I mean, The only one that I know about other than Rango is Fievel Goes West. And it's too bad too, because it's a great combo that only a very few actually did it.